Daniel, what's up, champ? Daniel Blancos in the building. You're originally from Milwaukee, correct?
Yeah, I'm from Milwaukee.
Yeah, man. We got a
Yep.
trainer that calls into this show, and he put us on you a while back, man, and told us that you had been working with Benavidez and to keep an
hmm
eye on you. I think you even got one fight in Milwaukee, right? In that area.
Nah, I haven't fought in Milwaukee before yet.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, talk to us. I know you're gonna be on the Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade undercard. Last time we spoke, you weren't sure about the opponent. Did they give you an opponent already?
Yeah, I finally got an opponent. Guy from Texas. 10-3. It'll be a great fight.
All right, 10-3. What's his name?
Ranko Gonzalez, I think, something like that.
Your last fight, I actually know Devon Lee, tough veteran.
Yeah.
Been in the game for a minute.
hmm
You went the full distance with him. Did you
Yeah.
know? Did you expect to go the distance, or did you go into that fight thinking you'd stop him?
To be honest, I don't really go into fights thinking I'm gonna knock him out or get the stoppage. I like to take every fight. We take it round by round. We don't rush into things. I like to stay calm, composed, and if the knockout comes, it comes. Great. But if not, then I'm gonna just do my job and try to look the best as I can.
Absolutely. You've been very, very busy. I mean, in 2022, you were able to rack up 4 fights. 2023, you already got 3 fights. This will be your fourth fight. Um,
Yep.
Not a lot of people can say they fought 4 times in 2 years back to back, man. What do you
Mhm.
attribute that to? And I'm sure you're excited that you are getting to fight once per quarter.
Oh yeah, of course. I love it. I love staying active. Every fight, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm building up more. I'm looking better. I'm working on things every day in the gym. So every fight, I get to pull things out of the bag and give the fans exciting fights.
Do you go into these fights fully knowing like there's really no way this guy can beat me? Like I'm sparring the Mexican monster. I'm in camp with him since I started boxing. Like, essentially one can look at it that you're being groomed to take over the division by what people fear is the boogeyman of the division. How do you
hmm
look at it?
Yeah. I feel very blessed to be part of the team, and to be sparring and working with David and all the Benavides team. So I feel really good. I feel very confident going into the fight because we train hard, man. We train like animals. So you win the fights training, digging
Absolutely.
deep. So at the end of the day, we just go in the ring and we do our job.
For sure, man. And I'm sure it's a very competitive surrounding. I remember they blessed me one time to be in the training camp when they were in LA somewhere at the mansion, and it's all these guys, so you're pushing each other.
Oh yeah.
Everybody runs together, everybody spars together. Speaking
Yeah.
of that, I'm sure you work with Pacheco too.
Oh yeah, of course with Diego.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Wow, that seems like a perfect setup. How did you
Mhm.
connect with them? Because you're all the way in Milwaukee.
Yeah. So the thing is, I had met David and Jose Senior back in California when they were. I forgot who they were getting ready for, but they were at the Brick House sparring, and I have some family out there in Cali, and I was visiting them, and we found out that they were gonna spar over there. So we all like linked up there. We met there, and they really liked the work, so we just kept in contact. After all this time, and then
So you
they
were a
started.
pro already?
No, I was still amateur during that time.
And who was your trainer at that time?
My father has always been my trainer.
Is he still in the corner with you now?
Yeah, my father's still in the corner, and right now, Jose is my main trainer along with my dad.
And obviously, you guys have been together now for a minute, so I'm assuming the chemistry's been good between your father and Jose. They clicked well.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, they click real good. My father has been a big fan of Jose too, so he he feels very comfortable with Jose working with me, and so do I. Being part of the team is just awesome. Everyone gets along. We all push each other, and on November it's gonna be a big night for us.
For sure, man. For sure. That's a great story. So I'm assuming you moved in with them, right? Because that's how Jose likes it. He likes his fighters to like stay together when they're in camp.
Yeah, yeah. I'm staying right now. I'm fortunate enough to be with another fighter here from the team that's over here in Seattle.
Okay, who's that?
Uh, he's one of our guys. His name is Julio. We call him Dalos.
Okay. All right, all right. So I got a couple questions here from the people. I'm gonna pull that up in a bit, but I do want to know where'd you get the nickname before we move on. How'd you get the
Yeah,
nickname
yeah.
Iceman?
So I actually got it from an old coach back in Milwaukee because he gave it to me because before every fight, I get my hands wrapped and all that. I would go around touching people with my hands because they'd be so cold for some reason. He's like, man, your hands are as cold as ice. I'm gonna just call you the Iceman.
Oh man, why did I think it was because you was putting people to sleep? You know, when you knock somebody out, they say he iced them.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That too. Got ice in the veins.
I got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says Benavidez versus Boo Boo. Who wins and how? Oh boy, like you're gonna say Boo Boo.
Yeah, right. No, man, I got David. You know, in the camp they haven't been taking Boo Boo lightly, man. David's been training hard. He's locked in. He's focused. He's training like an animal every day. And to be honest, I think it's gonna be a real good fight, man. And I think David's gonna stop him towards round 8 or 9, if I'm being honest.
I got Ruin in 504 New Orleans. He says, "What's the status on your nursing career?"
Uh, um, that's funny that I didn't know about that. I did want to become a nurse. I was going to school to become a nurse, and I think I got like a year and a half in of gen eds. Taking all those courses, but it was just taking too long, man. That process to become a nurse is tough. So
You were trying to
what I
go to be
didn't,
the registered nurse.
yeah, yeah, I was, and that process was just taking too long. So I told my parents, I'm like, let me do something else, so I can still get a little technical diploma. So instead of becoming a registered nurse, I became a CNA, a nursing assistant.
Okay. The last question is coming from New York Bullet in New York. Says, "What up, champ? Who were your favorite fighters coming up?"
Coming up, man. So there's a lot of good fighters nowadays, man. But the thing is, I like to watch the old school fighters a lot too.
Okay. Who's that?
For sure, I would have to say Chavez, definitely legend, man. Juan Manuel Marquez, Roy Jones Jr. Who else? Who else do I watch a lot? And I'd say, to be honest, those three, I really like watching them, man. They're just
Who
so. Yeah,
who
go
would you
ahead.
say who would you say your style's modeled after?
I try to take bits and pieces from everyone that I see. If I feel like I can modify it towards something I can do, then I'll try to add it to the tool bag. But I like to watch a lot of boxing, man. That's just how you get better sometimes, you know, just watching that film, studying all the grades, seeing what you could do.
For sure, man. Well, those are all my questions, Daniel. I want to thank you, obviously, for joining us. We wish you the best of luck November 25th. Do you
Thank
have
you, thank
like
you.
anywhere you want to direct people for tickets? Did they give you a ticket block or anything like that, or are those tickets already sold out?
Not that I know of. I think the pre tickets, the pre sales already went live. So we just gotta wait till that day comes now, November 25th. It's gonna be a big night.
For sure, champ. Well, appreciate you coming on the show, man. Keep grinding. We'll be locked in November 25th.
So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me.
All right. I'll send you the link when it's out.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Even though we live, but they be still wanting a link. You know how that
What
goes.
up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.